Before we know it, it's going to be game week.
Yes, sir.
How's the camp been for you, the wide receivers? I mean, this is camp number one. What's been the transition like for you?
It's been a great transition. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to be able to come in, during the spring, so I got a chance to get my feet wet and familiarize myself with the offense and my guys and who can do what and all of that good stuff. So I mean, the camp has been amazing. Like anything short of amazing. I'm loving coming out, giving the opportunity to get better every single day.
You have the luxury of a lot of upperclassmen
Yes,
as part of this
yes,
group, and
sir.
everybody kind of looks at the three amigos. I mean,
Hmm.
they see Haas, Dylan, and Tanner as
Yep,
kind of the big three.
yep.
What has it been like to kind of work with them, knowing the workload that they've had and kind of the work that they put into practice each day?
For me, it's been a blessing. It's really been a blessing in disguise because when I came in the spring, I had those guys to be able to lean on. Yes, I was learning the offense. Yes, I was coaching them on technique and things like that. But when it came to the playbook, those guys have been doing it for so long that you're coaching the X's and O's, but at the same time, those guys, when I first came in, they knew the X's and O's better than I did. So I mean, it's been a joy. It's been a joy for me because they come to work every single day. They go get better at something every single day, and just it's not having to coach effort and things like that, and just focusing on technique. It makes my job very easy.
You have guys that really made an impact last year. Zach Westmoreland steps in kind of as the
Hmm.
freshman, bursts on the scene, but then you got the transfers, Ishan, and of course you look at Dennis. How have those kind of three progressed throughout this camp?
Those guys are doing pretty well. Zach Westmoreland, he's lost some weight in the off season, so he's moving around a lot better than what I seen on film last year because he was a little more heavier. Dennis Smith, he's great talent, has a great physical ability and all of that good stuff. I mean, he's slowly but surely just progressing with the playbook knowledge and understanding what it is that we're asking him to do and what he needs to do, where he needs to be on certain plays. Ashawn, he's doing really good. He got a concussion before, so he kind of was out
Yep.
for a little while, and he's coming. He's getting back rolling and stuff now. But he's doing exactly what we need him to do and things like that. And another guy is Darius Lassiter. He's another one that's coming in that's doing some really good things. And I mean, like I said, those guys just working with him every day. It makes my job very easy because I mean they have their physical specimens, they have the ability. It's just now just coaching that technique, coaching the X's and O's part of them, just getting them on that same level as the big three, just getting them to understand everything, the grand scheme of things and what we're doing.
You got some freshmen, but it's hard when you're a freshman to break in when it's already deep. What
Yeah.
what have you seen out of the incoming class that you've brought in?
Those guys are working hard. They definitely have a hunger for the knowledge. They're learning. They're trying to grow. They're trying to get their knowledge to where the older guys are. They want to understand what we're doing, why we do what we do, where they need to be. I mean, it's a whirlwind. Getting thrown in the fire like that with those young guys is a heck of a lot different than what they were used to when coming out of high school and things like that. But at the same time, they put their best foot forward every day, and they're doing everything I ask them to do on a daily basis to get themselves ready.
You've played the game before, and you've been in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
What's kind of your biggest style that you want to impose as a coach? Everybody's different. How do you try to come in and maybe change up how they've been maybe doing things?
For me, it's just, I mean, it's really attention to details. It's really just taking care of the little things and understanding that the big things that come. I mean, I like you said, I've definitely played the game at a high level, and I know kind of what it takes. And if you don't take care of the little things, the big things will never come. That's something that I really hang my hat on. I mean, you coach energy, you coach effort, you coach technique, all of that good stuff. But at certain times, you want to have guys around you where effort isn't a question. They're going to give the right effort. Now, technique might not be exactly what you want, but at the same time, the effort should be a non-negotiable. But for me, I'm focusing on making sure my guys are flying around, like their head's on fire, and going out and doing exactly doing everything the right way and doing it with the right technique.
Everybody thinks that wide receiver, you have to have speed. You need to be able to burst it down the field. And certainly you want to get behind the defense as much as you can. But you also certainly have to still be able to catch the ball. How
Yes.
much is a point of emphasis that both of those been this year?
For me, it's huge. I mean, that's a daily preaching point for me. I mean, we got to catch the ball. Yes, we got to run good routes. Yes, we got to be able to create separation and all of that good stuff. But I mean, everybody is not going to be 4-4 speed. I mean, it's a time and a place for certain style wide receivers. So I mean, I'm not all about super fast guys, and I'm not all about, super big guys either. I mean, it's a fine medium in between, and you want to have a good group, a good mixture to be able to have, good pieces that their focal point can be, what their skill set, kind of goes around.
You play complementary football in a lot of ways, and coach wants to be 50-50 as best he can. How can your guys at wide receiver help the running game, help the quarterback so much more than people just see, oh, you're out there catching the football?
Oh, for us, is literally putting our best foot forward and rolling up our sleeves, having that blue collar mentality, and doing whatever is asked. Whether that's digging out a linebacker, push cracking on a safety, blocking on a corner. It's just putting the same effort as we put into the pass game into the run game, and just understanding being selfless and doing your job, and understanding, like we always talk about, you don't know which block is going to be that touchdown springing block for a running back. So just making sure we strain, we leave every ounce of energy that we have on this field, no matter whether it's pass or run.
I know we talked so much about offense, but you guys also help make the defense better. How have you kind of seen the defense improve going up against this offense?
Oh, those guys fly around. Those guys fly around. They get after it. 11 hats to the ball. I mean, things like that. Just coming out, just giving him, trying to show them, as many different looks as we can. When we go, kind of service each other and all of that good stuff. We just trying to play our game, but just try to, perfect our craft to the point where we're showing our DBs and our defense some things that, opposing teams won't be able to do. So that's just kind of how we just take initiative on our own and just put it on our back and say we're gonna make sure that we're the best group that they're gonna go against that, each and every day.
We'll leave you with this. What's the biggest thing and most surprising thing since you've been on staff that you're like, I may not have known about Eastern before I got the job, but now it's like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, everything about this place. I mean, me and my family, when we got here, like we said, I've recruited Michigan before, but I've never been, to a Michigan school. I played Michigan in the Sugar Bowl, but I've never been, here and actually seen schools. But ever since I've been here, man, it's a joy. Like, I love everything about this place. I love the culture. I love the coaching staff. I love the guys that I get to coach on every single day. And I just love our team camaraderie. Just the way that we go about doing things. Everyone loves each other, and everyone demands the best out of everybody. And I feel like when you're demanding the best out of everyone, you're gonna get the best out of everyone. So I love it. I have no complaints about Eastern at all.